something I thought that they were going to do very much at the start of the game, you know. And Paul Curran, to his credit, did particularly well.
But I think, Cyril, one element, sorry if I could bring it up, Jerry referred to the movement of the Cork players. You notice the Cork forwards, the pressure they put on the Tipperary backs. Talk us through this a bit.
Their work rate is unbelievable. This ball should have been cleared. There's 2 or 3 around here to be blocked down. We go back again. Again, they seem to have more players on the pitch, but they haven't really. That's just a sign of how much they were up for the game. And as Dennis Welsh just referred to there in his clip as well, they kind of took the game to Tip from the very start. Every ball, every break. Now, they did get the breaks, but they made their breaks. They were so much up from the game that they put their impression on the game from the very start. And they took over from the start.
Cork made things happen today. Tipperary were waiting for somebody to get things happening for them. And when Owen Kelly was tied up and when Lark Cobble was tied up, it never actually happened for them. They waited for things to happen.
If you want to see the difference in the Cork team, if you think...
we just get, sorry, just here, we can get reaction from Tipperary, so let's go back down to Páirc Uí Chaoimh. Paul Curran is with Marty.
Thank you very much, Des. Paul Curran, thank you indeed for doing this interview. What's it like below in that dressing room? You're a bit shell-shocked, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's not easy, to come up here after defeat, but someone has to do it. We're all very, very disappointed down below. We didn't see it coming. We came here to win, but I suppose we knew Cork were going to come for us, and they did. They just didn't stop. And I believe they were the better team on the day, so fair dues to them.
What do you think went wrong? Was it Sakio or Halpine causing problems? Was it the short puck outs? Give me just very briefly your analysis.
I just think it was one of those days. They beat us all over the field, so you can't look for excuses. The best team won on the day, but I just feel disappointed for all our fans coming down the long trip, and but I believe we'll be back. That there is stuff in this team, and we just have to knuckle down. We're going to be well down the pecking order now, and we know it, but we'll be back.
Well, you were in the All-Ireland final last year. This is a good team. You don't become a bad team overnight.
Yeah, I suppose, Marty, that was last year, but maybe I don't know, we weren't thinking about last year, but we know we have a good team. We just didn't perform today, and that happens, and we're really, really disappointed, but we know we're going to put the heads down and we're going to come again, so we're not going to write ourselves off.
Well, Paul, thank you very much for doing that. And Liam Sheedy is joining us here. Liam, thank you very much for joining us, Liam. Commiserations. It just didn't work out for Tipperary today, did it?
No, we can have no complaints, Marty. I mean, Cork showed all the appetite, showed all the hunger. It's unusual for this team, I guess, to be beaten in every sector of the field. And today we just couldn't get our hands on the ball. And fair play to Cork. As I said, we definitely weren't complacent. We weren't, taking our eye off the ball coming into this game. We knew how big this game would be for us. But we're just really, really disappointed because we just didn't perform to any level. But you have to give full credit to Cork. They just didn't let us play today, and we're immensely disappointed.
It was almost a complete performance by Cork for the first time probably in 5 years. But Sakio Halpine caused you serious problems, didn't he? Particularly in the first half.
Yeah, he did. He's a handful. He's a big man. He caught some great ball. Full credit to him. And I suppose last year, we felt we had the upper hand in the inside back line. But today, it wasn't just it wasn't down to one individual either, Marty. You'd have to say overall, Cork in every sector of the field were on top. And the ball was just being ploughed in. And at some stage, something has to give. And at the end of the day, the game came down to goals, and Cork got the goals. They got the goals to win matches, and goals do win matches. Our forward line typically don't come off the field not scoring a goal. So as I said, it's a bad day for us. But previously I guess we'd find ourselves dumped out of the championship now. It could be over. We could be going home with nothing to play for. So Cork were down this road 2 years ago and found themselves back in Croke Park in September. So we've got a chance to regroup. These guys are good players. They're a good team. We feel we didn't do ourselves justice today, and thankfully, as I said, we have a chance in the. We've got to go the qualifier route now, but we'll come back. We'll get ready, and as I said, we'll look forward to getting back on the pitch again and hopefully correcting the thing next time.
Well, I have absolutely no doubt you will be back in the championship very quickly indeed. Liam Sheedy, thank you very much.
OK, thanks for that, Marty. Interesting stuff from the Tip lads, and we'll get reaction from our panel.
And welcome to the enigmatic Vampire.
Cyril, the nominees for Man of the Match today.
Well, it was all great performance from the Cork team. You had the likes of, say, Owen Cadigan coming back from injury, a great full back. He's forceful. He leads the whole time. Pat Horgan had a great game up front, got his few goals, got his few points, and he's really benefited from a good league campaign. And Sakio helping. He stood out in the sense that under terrible pressure going into the game, was involved in all the goals. They're the three main contenders as far as I'd be concerned.
All right, Paul. And who did you decide for in the end?
We went for Sakio Halpine, a full forward for Cork. In fairness, he had a point to prove after the league final, as we've pointed out, but I think he was so up for today. He was hungry. The quality of all, I suppose, went in, suited him. He's so hard to handle. Pádraig Mar was gone out there after a quarter of an hour. If he was in front or behind you, he seemed to get it. You know, he's very unlucky there. He was falling, and you know, he was just up for it from day one. And you know, a lot of Cork people would have raised their eyebrows, but you know, it looks like he's after cementing his place now for the next day. So fair play to him. Okay, well done, Isaki. And let's hear then from our man of the match.
Congratulations, Isaki, on being the GA Championship Man of the Match for this Munster Championship game, being presented now with your award by Ray Kelly, Marketing Director of Centra.
Well done, Isaki. Appreciate it.
So well done, Isaki. Talk to me, if you can, what this performance by both you and indeed the Cork team means to you.
Oh, it means the world, especially after we lost there a couple of weeks ago in the league final, you know. I think everyone had us written off, you know, and in fairness, Dennis and the backroom staff stuck to the plan, and they believed in us, you know, and we believed in ourselves, and we just got back to the drawing board, trained hard, and we were lucky with the result today.
You must have been very pleased with that first ball that came into you, up went the left hand and grabbed it, and of course scoring a goal as well.
Yeah, I tell you, these things happen, you know, it's like the luck on the day, like, you know, you put your hand up 10 times, you might only catch one, but today I was lucky enough, I got a couple, and we got the result that we needed, so that was more important.
Well done, congratulations, and richly deserved the award as well. Well done, Isaki.
All right, still to come on the programme.